Both from rural villages in Limpopo, Pretty became a civil engineer and her husband Mashudu a geologist. Their decision to go independent and form a consultancy 11 years ago brought hard work and reward.
What are some of the unique challenges you faced building your own home as opposed to somebody else's?
Building your own house, at least you've got liberty. You know what you want, but when you're building somebody's house, at times you find that people always change and whatever they bring forward. Some clients are very difficult. So, but when building your own house, at least you know that you're only dealing with yourself.
How do you guys balance being partners in the business aspect and then coming back home and also having kids and everything else?
We are well able to differentiate the stresses that he go through as the CEO of the company and the stress that I go through as the MD of the company. So he understands my stresses, I understand his stresses. So we are well able to balance it when we come back home. As to now, we can take a break, we are at home. Let us be husband and wife and leave the stresses of work at work. Then that is how we normally balance it here at home.
Well, I can't wait to see this getaway that you guys come to after all the stress of business life.
Their ally in creating a home for entertaining and family was interior designer Elisha Annandale.
One of the most striking features, especially when you walk in, is this spherical chandelier. Who thought of that idea?
Well, I think the initial design started with the staircase, and we tried to bring in a lot of the circular elements. And initially we saw those lights, I think they just really popped, and we decided that that has to be, the focal point for this particular staircase as well to complement it.
The interiors that are in here seem to fit so perfectly. Were they specifically designed for the space?
Each item in this particular home has been customized to fit each individual space. And that being said, in the formal lounge, we wanted to bring in the circular element again with the coffee tables, and you'll see the pop of the gold that ties in with the lighting, and the sort of marble detail that kind of inlays the coffee table just brings a bit of luxurious to that particular room.
As glamorous is the 4-meter-long, 12-seater table, where lunch or dinner is always an event.
So this being the dining room, so I think in particular, we customized this table as well as the combination of how we've put it all together based on the space. And I think Pretty and Mashudu's particular requirements were to use the space as a dining room that they can use every day, but also entertain and have quite a few guests over.
The fabric was one of our main choices that we had to make to avoid it being damaged after people have dined. So at least we've chosen a fabric that is easy to clean, a fabric that we can all live with. Then we also chose a darker carpet so that going forward it's gonna be staying clean.
It all does come together so well, but again, striking feature, the chandelier, so different from what we saw when we came in.
Yes, so this dining table, because it was so large and it needed something that really was statement above it, we actually came across this light that really just implemented the focus point that we wanted to create, and it really just stands out. And then together with that, we wanted to bring in the wallpaper that's actually been done on the ceiling to kind of just make that even more of a focus point in this particular dining room.
Feature pieces are chosen sparingly for greater impact, and the showstopper takes you completely by surprise.
Guys, you're just blowing me away with each room we go into. But what is that in the floor?
This is a one cellar. It's one of the special features that we have in the house. Something which in the beginning of the project, I didn't have any idea of how it would look like. My wife was persistent for us to have this feature in the house, considering that I don't even drink alcohol. So I wasn't really moved to spend any money on something like this. But today it happens to be one of the special features that I love in this house.
Well, I have to say, this is something I'm gonna have in my house from now on, guys. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Smart interior architecture lets natural light through supporting walls. And when the family aren't busy preparing breakfast, lunch or dinner, you'd hardly know this is their kitchen.
Elisha, this is an open plan kind of space, and I can see that there's even a lack of appliances in the kitchen. What was your mandate here?
So I think because the kitchen is quite large and you also have a scullery as you walk to the back, you get the opportunity to hide away quite a lot of things that you don't want to visibly see. And yes, I think the overall design of the kitchen has been kept to the architecture, and it's been kept minimal but very straight line, straightforward.
Hence, we also kept in a clean look. If you can see, we never dropped an extractor from the roof. Our extractor comes from the bottom, going up as a downdraft. So this is why everything here keeps so clean. So we need to put that in mind every time when we use the kitchen clean.
The informal dining area naturally separates the lounge and kitchen. It's animated by a crystal fluted chandelier and vibrant bronze Stoffberg artworks, while the outdoors called for some daring furniture design.
Guys, I can see myself throwing such incredible parties here. I love how big this couch is. All my friends could probably sit in here.
So I think the particular challenge on this patio was that it is so large, and to make it feel full, we wanted to bring in a sofa, which kind of ties in with the rest of the house and the design that we wanted to bring in. And keeping to the neutral palette, as you can see, with the bigger furniture in each living space, and then obviously changing scatter cushions and alternating on sort of smaller decor pieces within season.
Guys, which is your favorite part about this space?
This is one of my favorite part in this house, because when I sit here, I like to see the mountainous area there that are not yet overpopulated with buildings, so it's still so natural. Then it flows back to our natural garden. As you can see, there's a nice water feature there, the nice overflowing pool to the basement. So everything in this space just make one to meditate.
Yes, maybe also to mention that this is one of the area where we spend most of the time with the kids, because it gives them liberty to play, you know, and have that outdoor feeling where they can play in the garden and you can watch them wherever they go. It's a lovely area, I can say. I mean, from the surrounding of the house, I can say this is the best view you can have from the outside of the house.
The fruit trees they've planted around the house will in time mean that when a platter is sent up the elevator for breakfast in bed, Pretty and Mashudu will get to enjoy their own mangoes, lychees, nectarines and peaches. For now, they faithfully watch from their bedroom window as their future grows.
So I think the challenge when it came to the main bedroom was, again, having this big open space and how to make it cozy and feel welcoming, and obviously a space that you want to enjoy. So we've tried to bring in different sort of areas and settees to kind of just make it feel warm, and by adding quite a few area rugs and accessories into the space. As you can see, the little settee behind you, and again, also the 2 occasional chairs.
This bed is a special bed to us. It's a recliner bed, it's a massage bed. So if you come back from work and it's been hectic, so this is a good space to be. You recline, you align yourself to the good position, you massage yourself, you watch a nice movie if you prefer to be watching a nice movie, or you play a nice romantic song through the audios, then you are fully relaxed.
And I love the fact that this wall is actually very similar to the one you have downstairs, connecting the 2 spaces.
Yes, so what we've done with a lot of the accent focal pieces in this house, and especially where you can see the art pieces, is we've done the paneling to really make it a highlight and really to make the artwork stand out so much more. So another aspect to this main bedroom, I think, is definitely the bathroom as well as the dressing rooms. And Pretty and Mashudu's requirements were to have each their own dressing room.
My wife is definitely a shoe collector, and we make sure that when we move into this new house, we must give her more than enough space, more than what she needs.
Mashudu demonstrated how equal closet space between man and woman is a myth.
Yes, Alicia and my husband are throwing me under the bus, but however, it's true. My closet space is bigger than his space. I made sure when I moved to this new home that all my things are catered. As a family, we enjoy traveling around the world. As we travel, I collect bags and shoes. I make sure that that is one thing that I will bring back to South Africa, because that is what I love most in my closet. So I make sure that I'm keeping my closet up to par.
Guys, after taking what feels like a journey through your amazing house, I can't wait to go to this entertainment area you keep talking about. So I'm gonna leave you here, and I'll see you later.
Bye, friends.
Pretty's 12 years as a civil engineer and Mashudu's 16 as a geologist have afforded them the finer things. They credit their achievement to their faith in God. It's central to their happiness, success, and the chance to broaden the horizons for their daughters Afunwayo and Oritonda.
Hello guys.
Hello.
I've actually been going through your house the whole day, and it's amazing. What do you love most about it?
the cinema because we get to sit there and watch our favorite movies, and the playground because I get to play with my sister.
And Ori, what do you love most about the house?
My bedroom.
Ah, your bedroom. Why do you love your bedroom so much?
I get to play with my teddies in bed
Ori, what do you love about mom and dad?
because they give us kisses.
Oh. And Funo, what do you love about them?
I love Mommy and Daddy because they give us kisses and they help me with my schoolwork.
Maybe I can share some of the popcorn? Yeah! Art Squad, let's get to it.
If he'd known babysitting was this much fun, Fez would have done more of it. Having laid solid foundations, the Shandukanis aren't forgetting to enjoy life.